Oh, hi, friends. I'm so sorry. I just got the silliest letter from my friend Emily, who lives all the way in Boston, Massachusetts. Oh, and she was just telling me about the silliest little story that happened with at her apartment. Oh, she is one of my bestest friends, and I love getting letters from her, and I love sending her letters about things that happen right here in Wisconsin. Wow. Friends, letters are a great way for friends and family members to keep in touch with each other. It's not so quick like Facebook or texting or calling, but there's something special about letters. And speaking of, we have one more story of our good friends Frog and Toad and about the letter. So let's see what that's all about. Toad was sitting on his front porch. Frog came along and said, "What is the matter, Toad? You are looking sad." "Yes," said Toad, "this is my sad time of day. It is the time when I wait for the mail to come. It always makes me very unhappy." "Why is that?" asked Frog. "Because I never get any mail," said Toad. "Not ever?" asked Frog. "No, never," said Toad. "No one has ever sent me a letter. Every day my mailbox is empty. That is why waiting for the mail is a sad time for me." Frog and Toad sat on the porch, feeling sad together. Then Frog said, "I have to go home now, Toad. There is something that I must do." And Frog hurried home. Frog found a pencil and a piece of paper, and he wrote on the paper. He put the paper in an envelope, and on the envelope he wrote a letter for Toad. Oh, is Frog a good friend? Yes, he's so good. Frog ran out of his house. He saw a snail that he knew. "Snail," said Frog, please take this letter to Toad's house and put it in his mailbox." "Sure," said the snail, "right away." Then Frog ran back to Toad's house. Toad was in bed taking a nap. "Toad," said Frog, "Toad, I think you should get up and wait for the mail some more." "No," said Toad, "I am tired of waiting for the mail." Frog looked out of the window at Toad's mailbox. The snail was not there yet. "Toad," said Frog, "you never know when someone may send you a letter." No, said Toad, "I do not think anyone will ever send me a letter." Friends, who sent Toad a letter? Who sent Toad a letter? Frog, right? The frog gave the letter to Snail, and the snail is going to deliver the letter to Toad's mailbox. But does Toad know? Does Toad know Frog sent him a letter? No. So Frog wants Toad to go to the mailbox and wait so he can see his letter getting delivered. Frog looked out of the window. The snail was still not there yet. "But Toad," said Frog, "someone may send you a letter today." "Don't be silly," said Toad. "No one has ever sent me a letter before, and no one will send me a letter today, tomorrow, or ever." Frog looked out of the window, and the snail was still not there. "Frog, why do you keep looking out of the window?" asked Toad. "Because now I am waiting for the mail," said Frog. But there will not be any," said Toad. "Oh yes, there will," said Frog, "because I have sent you a letter." "You have?" said Toad. "What did you write in the letter?" Frog said, "I wrote, 'Dear Toad, I am glad that you are my best friend. Your best friend, Frog.'" Oh, said Toad, that makes a very good letter. Then Frog and Toad went out onto the front porch to wait for the mail. And they sat there, feeling happy together. Frog and Toad waited a long time, and 4 days later, snails are very slow, and 4 days later, the snail got to Toad's house and gave him the letter from Frog, and Toad was very pleased to have it. The end. Oh, that was so great! Frog saw that Toad was sad, and Frog did what he could to make him happy by writing and sending off a letter. Oh, that's so great. Friends, Frog sent Toad a letter. My friend Emily sent me a letter. Who would you send a letter to? Who would you send a letter to? Ooh, I like that. And what would you write in the letter? Frog wrote about how happy he is to have Toad as a friend. My friend Emily sent me a letter talking about silly things that happen in her apartment in Boston. What would you write in your letter? I think that's a great idea. Wow. Well, friends, you can send off that letter, okay? You work with mommy and daddy or sister or brother and get some paper and some markers or crayons, and then you can write a letter all by yourself and send it to who you want to send it to. I think that'll make them very, very happy. Okay? Well, friends, that's all the time we have for right now, but you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.